Some of the rejected license plates submitted for approval this year included Eat Butt, Boner, MILFs, Whoop Ass, D's Nuts, Poopsie, and Iowa Sucks. Clever is too generous a word, but they did make me laugh.
That's Secretary of State of Illinois, Alexi Giannoulias, yesterday releasing a video about some of the naughty list of vanity plates in the state of Illinois. If you are not from the state of Illinois and you come through and drive through, you will likely be inundated with an incredible number of vanity license plates. I had a vanity license plate from when I got my first license up to just a few years ago when I got a truck and was like, I got to get a new license altogether. So I just decided to get the random string of numbers for my license plate. But I air that because, well, license plates are one of the things that also are very much part of new laws for the state of Illinois. And there's tons of new laws. State of Illinois legislature, it's a 2-year term. At the start of this year's term, they passed 665 measures to Governor J.B. Pritzker. The governor signing a whole bunch of those. And vetoing only a few. Then legislators came back in the fall session and passed dozens more, which the governor then ultimately signed a whole bunch of those. So you've got just hundreds of bills that, actually thousands of bills that get filed at the Illinois State House. And if you guys don't follow along, hopefully I can kind of somewhat train you as, somebody who can exercise your First Amendment right to free press. Hopefully, you can follow along and see how some of this is tracked. But if you go to ilga.gov and then you click on bills and resolutions, this will show you, look, Senate bills that were filed since January of this year. 2,644 total Senate bills that were filed. Even more in the House. House bills, they filed 4,294 House bills. There's Senate resolutions and House resolutions, joint constitutional amendment proposals, and so on. So, there's just tons of legislation that flows through the Illinois General Assembly. And it's a lot of work to track it. That's what I get paid to do in my full-time gig as an associate editor for thecentersquare.com. So we've been unpacking some of the new laws that are taking effect. And when you go to ilga.gov and you click on legislative reports, and then you scroll down a little bit, you'll be able to find public acts by synopses. And this is where you can go and search for January 1st, 2024. And you'll see a whole bunch of instances here. Let's just do effective, if that's correct, date. All right, I'll have to see if I can get the right terminology here. Regardless, there's 320 new laws that have an effective date of January 1st of 2024. So I went through all of those and found a whole bunch. And when it comes to driving laws, there's a whole ton, including several new license plates. You've got license plates for autism awareness, license plates for submarine veterans, Lyme disease research, new license plate decal for line worker appreciation, with some of the money going to a line worker appreciation scholarship fund. But when it comes to license plates also, you've got the use of automatic license plate readers. They're popping up all over the place on private business parking lots and major thoroughfares in cities across the state. And you've got these machines that are able to capture your license plate and put it into a database and be able to track that everywhere. But state law now, through House Bill 3326, it says that out-of-state law enforcement cannot access those automatic license plate reader data if they're going after somebody coming into Illinois for a abortion. So you've got that in place. So, when we're talking about license plates, obviously the Secretary of State's office here in Illinois is the one that manages the license plates and the Illinois identification card. And he had some fun this week putting out the list of naughty license plates. Because again, in Illinois, you're inundated with vanity plates. I don't know what it is about Illinoisans, but we love our vanity plates. And people try to get all kinds of different vanity things on their specialty license plates, which we've got dozens of those, just spelled out, new ones. January 1st, submarine veterans get a special plate. Lyme disease research gets a special plate. Autism gets a special plate. And you can get different things on those, So it's not just a string of numbers. You can make it say, I'm number 1 or whatever. But not everything's going to go onto a plate. Here's Secretary of State Alexi Giannoulias.
Hi, I'm Secretary of State Alexi Giannoulias. It's fun to spot customized license plates on cars and trucks traveling along Illinois roads. Illinoisans take great pride in choosing their vanity and personalized plates. But while they're often clever and frequently humorous, license plates must meet the standards of good taste and decency, or they make the naughty list. The Secretary of State's office is tasked with keeping an eye out for license plate applications that include lewd, offensive, and even dangerous language. In 2023, more than 54,000 applications for vanity and personalized plates were submitted. Of these, 304 new plate names were added to the permanent naughty list. They were denied because they were deemed too obscene or defamatory by our team, which is well-versed in pithy puns, lecherous language, and sneaky swearing. Some of the rejected license plates submitted for approval this year included Eat Butt, Boner, MILFs, Whoop Ass, D's Nuts, Poopsie, and Iowa Sucks. Clever is too generous a word, but they did make me laugh. Now, I don't want to dissuade anyone from opting for a personalized license plate, but just remember, go ahead and make it clever, but please keep it clean to avoid the naughty list. If you're interested in flexing your creative side on a license plate, visit our Pick a Plate page at ilsos.gov. Thank you, and please remember to stay safe out there.
All right. That's Secretary of State Alexi Giannoulias. Listen, being streaming on the internet, I can play that. I don't think if I was still on the radio, on the terrestrial radio, I don't think I could have played that without some, censorship tones. I really, because some of those things are just the suggestion of some of these naughty things. It's a big no-no.
They were denied because they were deemed too obscene or defamatory by our team, which is well-versed in pithy puns, lecherous language, and sneaky swearing. Some of the rejected license plates submitted for approval this year included Eat Butt, Boner, MILFs, Whoop Ass, D's Nuts, Poopsie, and Iowa Sucks. Clever is too generous a word, but they did make me laugh. Now, I don't want to dissuade anyone from opting.
Who's doing the Iowa Sucks? Oh, geez. All right, so if you want to have some fun, I guess, like the Secretary of State said, you can choose, a personalized plate versus a vanity plate, which one you want. Just go to, the search Pick a Plate, Illinois Secretary of State, and you can do this. For a truck, you got specialty plates, tons of different specialty plates, by the way. And we talked about these. I mean, autism awareness, that's going to be ready for January 1st. You've got others, including organ donor, support the troops, support youth golf. You've got different types of decals for all of these. So a lot of different specialty plates that you can pick with making them vanity plates as well. So that's just some of the new plates that are going to be part of the January 2024 new year. Listen, that's just a smattering of some of the laws. I think next week we will do longer segments to delve into a whole host of other 320 laws that are going into effect, because there's laws dealing with the opioid pandemic. There's laws dealing with the Department of Children and Family Services. There are other laws dealing with driving. There's laws dealing with prisons and criminal justice reform and crime victims and construction. And you're not going to be able to smoke your vape indoors, and a bunch of stuff involving parents, a bunch of stuff involving emergency medical services, a bunch of stuff involving schools, including allowing teachers to lobby during the school days. off campus, including measures dealing with landlords, bunch of regulations there, measures dealing with taxes, giving workers a whole host of different types of paid or unpaid leave, different types of accountability, like going after COVID fraud or making sure that SNAP fraud data is published, measures about animals, like you can't come in contact with a bear. You got measures about, online safety, going after deep fakes or allowing for civil liabilities when somebody is doxxed, and a couple of things about veterans as well. So listen, there's 320 different laws. I kind of categorized them all in different ways. So we'll have to take some time next week to delve really deep into that. So appreciate you guys checking us out, and of course, like, subscribe, follow along. As when they get back into session for the second year of the 2-year term at the Illinois State House, I'll be there on the ground, and we'll track all of the latest developments as to what's going on and where it's happening. All right, it is Bishop on Air. Thanks for hanging out. Here every weekday morning, and be sure to like, subscribe, follow along on X, on Facebook, on YouTube, and really anywhere else. Email me, bishoponair@gmail.com. Got tons of emails I still have yet to go through, and even more coming in. Tons of questions. We'll try to tackle some of those as well. Appreciate you guys, your supports, and for your eyeballs. Thanks for hanging out. I really do appreciate it.